Welcome to Lair of Secrets. If you thought DungeonMorph dice were cool, where you could just randomly create a dungeon, then you're gonna love DungeonMorph dice for villages, which lets you create instant towns using dice. So let's take a look at them. All right, let's talk more DungeonMorph dice, but this time around, we're going a little different. We're talking village dice. If I remember correctly, they also have city versions of these, which are also pretty cool. Like the regular DungeonMorph dice for creating dungeons, the idea is you're randomly rolling these things, throwing things together, and then drawing a map based on it. However, this time around, you're creating villages. And so this is directly relevant to my Dungeons & Dragons Greyhawk 76 test drive campaign for D&D 2024, because we're on the plane of Greyhawk. I've got a bunch of towns and villages like High Erie and Erie Bend and the Fork and what have you, where I just need to quickly throw together some maps because there's nothing in the book and Greyhawk lore doesn't have anything that covers those particular towns. But you just throw it down and just start sketching. Like I mentioned in other episodes that have featured these dice, they're nice, they're hefty, they've got some substantial weight to them when you toss them. One of the questions we've had in the past is, how well do these dice hold up when you have them in your dice bag? I'd say, I don't know, because I don't do that. These are really nice looking dice, and you can see that there's fine details on them. I don't think these are the kind of dice you should keep in your dice bag. These are the kinds of dice that you should keep in a dedicated kit or a dedicated holder. So I use, these Plano plastic containers. They keep the dice secure, they keep them from rolling around too much, and they keep them from getting banged up. If you have them in your regular dice bag, I don't know how well these would actually hold up over time, but I also don't think that would necessarily be a fair assessment of the dice. Features wise, you get a couple different things, right? So you get, this is a small pond / lake, maybe swamp, depending on what you're doing, fields, maybe some tents, pools, small buildings, and the nice thing is the layouts are really dynamic, right? So, you're matching up the leading edges, you're matching up the leading edges and creating just kind of these very organic paths that go through your village. So very cool dice. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm pretty sure there's a city version of these too that I'd like to pick up. For my immediate use case and how I'm most likely to use things in my campaign, village dice really work well for me. If you're liking what you're seeing on our channel, you can like and subscribe on YouTube, or you can visit us at lairofsecrets.com.